So welcome back everyone. In Britain today, nothing is very clear. Certainly the law has become a bit of a guessing game for social media commentators, citizen journalists, and even in some cases the mainstream media. No one knows where the legal lines are anymore when it comes to our free speech. Whoever imagined we'd ever be saying that? And the BBC are now calling illegal migration irregular migration. Is that through choice? Well, knowing the BBC, it probably is. But it's also possible that their lawyers now feel this is a safer legal terminology after Keir Starmer and his government seem to have introduced backdoor laws that are at very best somewhat confusing and at worst they're plain sinister. And like a lot of you guys watching, I'm old enough to be able to remember the old Irish comedian Dave Allen, whose entire stick was to rip it out of the Catholic Church. It wasn't particularly my cup of tea, if I'm honest, but back in the day it was called satire, it was called comedy. Remember when we used to be able to have a laugh? These days it's called hate speech. And up until very recently, you could at least discuss the issues surrounding irregular migration. Under Labour, you have to worry about hate speech. I mean, not so long ago, if you voiced a concern, let's say, about some imaginary misogynistic cult that weirdly permitted physical relationships with children, you'd be called a concerned mum or dad. These days, you're called far right, and you could find yourself in trouble. Now, all joking aside, surely the government simply must tell us and clarify what the people of the United Kingdom can and cannot say. If they're gagging us, then at least have the decency and the honesty to tell us and to clarify the lines. Look, we've never been a country that throws its citizens in jail for something called anti-establishment rhetoric, not up until now at least. And of all those that were sent to prison in recent weeks, this is the one that should concern us most. Anti-establishment rhetoric. What the hell does that mean? And what law exactly does that come under? Will criticising ULEZ or Labour's removal of heating allowances for our senior citizens become an anti-establishment rhetoric offence? Yeah, it really could become that crazy. We just don't know. Because very worryingly, and this is the really sinister part, the terms hate crime and anti-establishment rhetoric can pretty much cover any criticism that you like to think of or care to mention. Before Labour, there were sensitive debates, discussions, genuine criticisms and concerns, and dare I say it, the ability to talk about things and hopefully resolve issues. These days, any of the previously mentioned could lead you into having a very big problem. And to any smug Labour voter out there now watching this thinking, serves you right, sneering away at your screen, think carefully about what you're saying. Serves them right for what? Having a different opinion to yours. Now that, ladies and gentlemen, sounds like the real far right to me.